but it does feel good. I'm flying high, but I got a feeling I'm falling.
I made everything here.
Falling for nobody else but you. Caught my eye, I got a feeling I'm falling. You're the thing that I've just like. I used to travel alone. We can't sing alone. Now I'm sing alone.
The dog, she doesn't fetch.
It's a tricky. Falling for nobody else but you. I'm flying high.
Be careful, don't shake it.
They're like one. They're like
Do some mangoes.
my daddy can
Taking-
guess. Wild about him, I'll confess. Does he love me? Oh my yes. That's just why I shout. Everybody loves my baby, but my baby don't love nobody but me. Nobody but me. Everybody wants my baby, but my baby don't want nobody but me. That's plain to see. Some sweet, sweet, sweetheart honest, I'm not talking free. No one can come between us.
Check.
I'm his keeper, he's my
Right.
Everybody
Queen.
loves my baby.
Goodbye, Queen.
But my
Oh.
baby don't love nobody but me. Nobody but me. Everybody loves my baby, but my baby don't love nobody but me. Nobody but me. Everybody wants my baby, but my baby don't want nobody but me. That's plain to
Oh,
when my baby kisses
One was
me
interested, yeah.
upon my cheek, I just let those kisses be. Don't wash my face all week.
was looking at
my baby,
this is
but my baby don't love nobody but me. Nobody but me.
We need to get one like this for Baby Rose. She broke her other one.
Yeah.
Years since we parted, years full of tears and regret. I've been alone, broken hearted, trying so hard to forget. Girl of my dreams, I love you. Honest, I do. You are so sweet. If I could just hold your charms again in my arms, then life would be complete. Since you've been gone, dear, life don't seem the same. Please come back again. And after all said and done, there's only one girl of my dreams. It's since you've been gone, dear, life don't seem the same. Please come back again. And after all said and done, there's only one girl of my dreams. It's you.
Yeah, I haven't opened it yet. Oh. It's not open. One of the pieces came out and hit it on the floor.
At last I've got you near, so I can tell you, dear, your funny disposition
Really? Yeah.
almost
Let's see if I can do it again.
drives me wild. I know that you can be so nice and sweet to me. You treat me just as though I'm a child.
He doesn't want to be touched. Or she doesn't.
Each time I wanna pet
That's true.
and think
Chicken doesn't
that
like to be
I'm
touched because chicken would have been run away.
You play so hard.
You see the rooster? The black one is a
Don't be
rooster.
like that.
Plenty of time,
I want a little kiss.
I have to proof the schedule on Thursday.
One
That's
you'll
my day off.
never miss. But you
And the man-
don't wanna kiss. Don't be like that. I don't know why. But you love to tease me. If you'll just try, you will find it easy to please me. We're in a quiet place. I say, oh, let's embrace. You laugh right in my face. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. You think that I spend an evening gaily when all you try is a tune on your ukulele. Don't be like that. I've got a brand new car, and when you're in my car, you say don't go too far. Don't you ever be like that. It's always been my fate. When things are going great, you say it's getting late. How can you be like that? I wish I knew. If you really love me, the things you do make me think you don't think much of me. We'd make a lovely pair if you would only care. But you're a Frigidaire. Don't you be like that.
Standing on the corner, all alone, looking dismal and sad. Feels the empty corner, sadly moaned. I've lost the only man I've had. Now he's gone, I'm all alone. Feel the sound of nobody at all. When I'm
Later on,
I still need to paint my Space Marines. It's still haven't- Oh no, I just happened to.
Everybody's lucky with a man. Everybody was me. When I left Kentucky with more Dan, he was free to be with me. Now he's alone, I'm alone. Still I'm glad I'm free. I'm nobody's gal, nobody be me. Don't want nobody at all. I'm the lonesome of you. When I want a little loving, I want to for you. Now I hear the blues. I never succumb. I never feel the teardrop fall. From you, I resign. I'm gonna take you with me right off my line. I'm nobody's man, nobody's me. Don't want nobody at all.
There you go, Jeff, if you want to make it. Here's a
Mina beat. This is called the beat.
Friend might be made towards because they called me and they said that one of my boy named Josh. I would say.
I have watched a movie. What do you think of that movie? I have.
Examine the book. Part of a collection of 19th century medieval books. This particular volume was in 1807 Beside Diesel Shakespeare. We enjoyed this. I can picture.
was just a dream, such a lovely dream. What a lovely dream of you, dear. You were in my arms. Oh, what lovely charm. It was heavenly for me, dear. Oh, then came the dawn to take you. In reality, I love you. I was glad to spend all my life in dreams for another dream of you.
Oh, it's on fire.
In here.
Look at me. I think my heart will break. Nobody seems to take
Three
me
corpses
serious.
carried in. Very long and very thin.
There ain't been nothing else. And the shadows fall. The moon is only wasting time on me. Can't you see? There must be something very wrong with me. I'm a pair of arms to hug and hold, but nobody's using them now. I'm loads of songs that could be told, but nobody's using it now. I'm a world of time that's all my own. They say that you don't see if you spend it alone. I'm telling the truth, I'm just wasting my youth, 'cause nobody's using it. No, 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 no. Nobody's using it now. I have some easy ways and other things, yes. I blush to admit I have plenty of it, but nobody's using it. No, 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 no. Nobody's using it now.
I don't envy anyone, but everyone envies me.
There's someone over there.
I'm the happiest boy. I know nothing but joy. I don't wish for anything. The world has been good to me. I'm contented, I'm so contented, and yet why shouldn't I be? For I've got the girl, I've got the girl. Oh, what a girl, oh, what a girl. She's got a smile you'd walk a mile to see. I had a heart, I lost my heart, just your girl to be. Oh, I'm satisfied, so satisfied. Who wouldn't be? Who couldn't be? I've got the girl, she's got a girl for me.
These things. Anyway, declaration.
I just smile at everyone, and everyone smiles at me. I'm as proud as a king. Well, don't owe me a thing. My bank book is very low, as low in funds as could be. I'm so happy, yes, I'm so happy that you could borrow from me. For I've got the girl, I've got the girl. Oh, what a girl, oh, what a girl. She's got a smile you'd walk a mile to see. I had a heart, I lost my heart. Just had to be, just had to be. She had a heart, she gave a heart to me. Whoa, whoa, those lips, whoa, those eyes, oh, can't you see? She's just the kind of a girl you'd like your girl to be. Oh, I'm satisfied, so satisfied. Who wouldn't be? Now who wouldn't be? I've got the girl, she's just the girl for me.
River, he don't say nothing, but he must know something, cause he just keeps rolling. He keeps rolling along, rolling along. He don't plant taters, he don't plant cotton. Them that plants them is soon forgotten, but old man River, he keeps rolling along. You and me, we sweat and strain, body all aching and racked with pain. Tote that barge, lift that pail, get a little drunk and you land in jail. I get weary, sick of crying, I'm tired of living, scared of dying, but old man River keeps rolling along.
To which all roads lead. Each man may get there in his own way, but it might be led by a dominating male. This male, as orator, woos them, and when he has won them, he commands them. The rival male, the villainous Jew, would on the contrary seduce them. If he succeeds, he poisons their blood by intermingling with them. Whereupon, by purely associative connections of ideas, we are moved into attacks upon syphilis. providing direct knowledge of it. According to Shavayaman, the space networks can be exhilarating, disorienting, or oppressive, but in any case it's quite different from boundaries and containers. And Thrift suggests that
came to me from out of nowhere. You took my heart and found it free.
That both comprise and extend the rhetorics.
Wonderful dreams, wonderful schemes from nowhere.
Amalgamation of the
made every hour sweet as a flower to me.
Production in the classroom. Whereas research is often
And if you should go back to your nowhere, leaving me with a memory, I'll always wait for your return out of nowhere, hoping you'll bring your love to me. When I least expected, kindly fate directed you to make each dream of mine come true. And if it's clear or raining, there is no explaining. Things just happen, and so did you.
Indeed, for his entire adult life, point 32, but what?
You came to me from out of nowhere. You took my heart and you found it free. Wonderful dreams, wonderful schemes from nowhere made every hour sweet as a flower to me. And if you should go back to your nowhere, leaving me with my memory, I'll always wait for your return out of nowhere, hoping you'll bring your love to me.
You have 4 people carrying them. Just looks like a normal tree to me. The sign says it's poison ivy, it's poison ivy. Oh, squirrel. Look.
Yeah.
The thing for